Hey guys, what's up? Can you hear me? How's it going today? Let me know if all the audio sounds good and stuff. How's everyone doing today? Hello. Hello. Babbo. How's it going, guys? Yeah, thanks again for joining the third ever Zagoi stream. Yeah, I'm excited to work on some cool stuff today. Hey, always nice to see some familiar faces. Still trying to. I have 2 monitors now, so this is hopefully a lot less messed up. But I'm still trying to figure out how everything should be situated. But yeah, I can see this chat pretty good, and I can actually see myself, so I can, you know, look into the camera a little better, maybe. Double the things, yeah. Streaming with 1 monitor is kind of tough. Yeah, I also added a bunch of new music to the playlist. What did I add? I added Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, which you can hear now. I added some Chibi Robo as well, and some stuff from the Fez soundtrack. You released your secret project. I'm excited to check it out later. Yeah, I hope are you happy with how it came out? I should get rid of the getting ready. Okay, I think now's the part where I should do, you know, I gotta see things around, desktop. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, so, I think I did the intro part. Chat one way. Did I see Yossi's project? I did. You put me, or where you're starting to mod me into the game. That's cute. I like that. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so I did the intro part. Now I should probably do the recap part, right? Because I wrote that down. So what did we do? Last stream we added some new rooms to the World 2. I can load that. Okay. If I type in load default, it loads every room in the game all at once, so we're gonna not do that. What's going on here? There we go. Okay. Yeah, we added a bunch of new rooms to this new, like, meat factory place. Yeah, thanks, Yossi. That's cute. Yeah, we added a bunch of new rooms. I also added this thing that counts how many rooms are in the game. So there's actually 101 rooms now, which is pretty cool. Yeah, after the stream, I added even more rooms. And what else did I do? Oh, I added the new boss. I showed this off a little bit on like social media and stuff, but you can check it out here. A little loud. Here. I don't want to. Here, we should turn the music. So cute, yeah, adorable, right? Yeah, their name's Mother Meat. Yeah, this is the boss you'll fight at the end of World 2. Right now I'm using the Devil Deck, which is like the most complicated weapon in the game. I actually haven't tested it on her yet, so see how this goes. Yeah, but every once in a while, once you've done enough damage, she'll summon like a minion, and you'll have to take them out before you can do any more damage. But yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with how it came out. I put in a lot more work with this boss than I did the first one, and yeah, eventually I do want to go back and do another pass on a lot of the stuff in the first world. So yeah, pretty happy with how this came out. This is honestly a really unique weapon. Oh yeah, I love it. It was kind of like a crazy idea, but I think it actually works, you know, pretty well. It is like, I will say it's probably the most difficult to use weapon, but it is like very effective as well once you kind of know what you're doing. Yeah, at first it was like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if I put Bolachero in the game? And it was just like some stupid idea, but I actually really like how it came out. Yeah. Or I think it is more difficult than the Circle the Sinner saw blade that chases you around all the time, because you know, while you're trying to not get killed by like bullets and stuff, you're also like looking down at your hand and trying to like parse a poker hand out of it. And yeah, that can be kind of a lot to handle, especially when there's a bunch of crap going on. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good summary of that boss. Plenty of balance changes. That's not super exciting. I also made it so, yeah, this is, you know, the module builder mode where you can like make modules for future runs and stuff. And quality of life feature I added was that all your windows will stay open like the next time you come here, so you can see I still have all my stuff open. I was playing the game like casually for the first time in a while, just like seeing how everything was coming out, and this was one of the things that I kind of missed, was like every time I kind of had a setup so I could like quickly make things. So this time you can just kind of set it up and it'll remember your configuration next time. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good recap. Yeah, so I actually don't super know what I want to do today for the stream. I do have a few ideas. Yeah, so this is my like to-do list of things that I think might be interesting for stream. Yeah, I could add more rooms today. I could add another one of the mini games. Don't know what the mini games are. That's these guys. When you're going in between rooms, you'll randomly get a mini game. I don't know why they're going out of bounds. Okay, it's working now. But yeah, anyways, yeah, there's random mini games sometimes. Yeah, the game just crashed. That's fine. Super Debt on PC and Sega Saturn. That'd be cool. Yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun, figuring out how to port, you know, my games to like all the different retro consoles and stuff. But yeah, that's one idea. I could do one of these mini games. I could add more enemies. I could do some like songwriting or, you know, composition. Yeah, in the module builder mode, I remixed one of the songs from Garbanzo Quest and I put it in here, and I kind of wanted to have like a little album it would cycle through. So there's a few more songs that I could, you know, do a remix on. But yeah. Is there anything that seems like you guys would be more interested in today based off of this list? Yeah, I could do mini games, I could do enemies, I could do songwriting. Big fan of Trek. Yeah, that could be another song I could add. Why not? Okay, I think one easy thing we could start with is better cursor. I'm going to show you what I had an idea for. Here, let's just go home. Turn up the... Yeah, when you're in gamepad mode, this cursor you can see, I feel like it's maybe like it can cover bullets sometimes, and yeah, I just wanted to design like something a little more simple. A lot of the times you'll see like crosshairs and stuff, so you can just start with that. It's pretty simple. Yeah. So instead of like a whole hand, it could just be arrow or something. There we go. Do you want to use the different outline? Yeah, I think in the future I want to have, like in a lot of games, they'll have different options for cursors. So this should be a real quick thing. Where is it? Is it play? Yeah. So I'm looking for tile number. Under play. That's where we decide what tile to show. Yeah, here it is. I need to add another one of these actually. Yep, just real simple. So instead of 2 and 0, I want 9 and 10. Right. Let's just try this. No, I just want it for gamepad, so. Yeah. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so you can kind of see it. Something's not quite right, but you can see what I'm going for. Yeah, that's weird. Why does it look wrong? I'm just gonna close and open it. Where would you stick a snow remix? Yeah, I would put that in rotation in the module builder mode. I already remixed that song that plays at the end of the game when you're at the island. Yeah, here we go. This looks way better. So yeah, it shows where you're aiming, but it doesn't like cover as much space. Something about it I'm not a huge fan of. I don't know. I do like the look of the hand. It just takes up too much room. Maybe it could be thicker? Hey Paka, how's it going? Glad you could join us today. Yeah, right now we're adding a new cursor for just the gamepad to show where you're aiming and stuff. So just take like another 5 minutes. I don't know where that blue's coming from. Yeah, I've been pretty busy since the last stream. Yeah, I think whenever I change the cursor, I have to close and open the game. Yeah, there's now 101 rooms in the game. Yeah, and before, whenever you do a run, you'd play through every single room. Right now, it's only like 30 per world now, so different runs should feel a little different. I think that looks a little better. Yeah. One per Dalmatian? Yeah, that's a true. I also added this like text, this fancy text that pops up whenever you pick up a weapon. Looks pretty cool. Pretty cinematic. Oh, I did add, yeah, the rooms you sent to me. I did have to remix them a bit. Font. Yeah, this is the Aha Wow font. It's Frankie. Yeah, this is a font that we used for the logo of the game. Yeah, I would call this done for now. That's fine. What to do next? So actually I think I'm pretty close to releasing a new Patreon update for the game. So there's nothing that I'm like super concerned about adding like right now. Frankie just sounds just like Frankie. He does. I think he has like a very manly voice for a dog that's like 15 pounds. He's got a cool bark, but I'm a little biased. I think I want to add a minigame where you click targets. I think that's what we'll do next. Why not? There's only 5 minigames so far, and this one would be pretty simple to add. It's like those computer mouse accuracy tests. Oops, I think that's normal. Yeah, why don't we just do that? That'll be fun. Hot reload keeps trying to come back. Breaking stuff. Yeah, I've already yeah, the little like where are they? Yeah, these guys that you have to shoot sometimes in different rooms, they're kind of like the break the targets from Garbanzo Quest, where they're just stationary targets that you have to shoot. But yeah, this will be another like break the targets thing. Just guess at these numbers for now. Yeah, I copied and pasted from the count to 8 minigame. So just gonna have to delete some things. And yeah, if at any moment during the stream any of you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. But yeah, otherwise I'll just kind of poke at things. You don't know if I responded to what? Your what? Oh, yeah, I did add your rooms to the game, but I did have to remix them a bit. You used one of the enemies, the grabby guy that I haven't finished yet, and I'm not like super happy with them yet, so I did kind of like, yeah, just kind of heavily remixed it. But yeah, they're in the game, and I appreciate you sending those to me. Yeah, I think for the full game, I'm gonna want at least like 100 rooms per world, and if a world has roughly 30 rooms, that would mean, you know, there's triple in what I need, and I think that might offer enough variety. Because if the full game has 5 worlds, that'll be like 500 rooms. But yeah, that's like my bare minimum number, I think. Oh, hey Spudcats, how's it going? Glad you could show up. Yeah, we're adding some mini games right now to Super Det. Yeah, I want to say I really appreciate you guys covering Garbanzo Quest like pretty much from the beginning. So yeah, I appreciate you. Glad you could come and say hi. I also saw that you covered Super Det a little bit during when the first demo was released, and I appreciate that. I haven't had a chance to watch the video yet. What was I doing? We're gonna break the targets. Oh, this will be fun. I'm using a text-to-speech to speak, you know, the text. So when LMMS finishes doing whatever it's got to do, we can do that real quick. So I need. What do I need? I need. Forgetting what it is. I think it's this thing. Yeah. I gotta find the DLL. I think is in here. Yeah, here he is. So yeah, this is just a little text-to-speech thing. We can type things in here and make him say stuff. This is Microsoft Sam, I think. Yeah, Super Det is pretty much like anything that was used in Garbanzo Quest is fair game. Is this used in Ultra Kill as well? Yeah, it's kind of a classic, but I like stuff like this. I think it's fun. I'm tuning this way down because he's a little loud. It's a little slow. That sounds good. Turn them up a bit for the download. export rather. Actually, I want this to be as loud as possible. We can kind of tell before it starts to, what's the word, peak. It starts to turn red. No, whatever. We can compare it to the other ones and adjust accordingly. Hey Seafish, how's it going? Yeah, right now we're playing with some text-to-speech stuff. Yeah, Microsoft Sam is perfect for, like, I don't know, goofy and spooky stuff. So I think he sees a lot of use. And my game's no different. Oh, it's Carlton, hey. Yeah, oh. That's cool, you're gonna do devlogs. I will definitely check them out, so... yeah, I love devlogs. You can send them to me when the time is right. But yeah, I also just finished writing like a really big script for my next YouTube video. So I'm gonna start working on that really soon. I'm gonna have another sale for Garbanzo Quest in April, so I think that would be good timing. So I have a few weeks. It is already April, but yeah, sometime this month, in the next few weeks, there'll be a sale, and I want to release the video at the same time. Is speak spelled incorrectly on purpose? Yeah, I think so. Speak is like the I forget. Yeah, this thing, VST speak. I was just being consistent with their wrongness. Yeah, it'll probably be like 2 weeks, maybe, if I can find the time to do all that.
Break the target.
This is not where it's supposed to go, by the way. It's supposed to go here.
Break the target.
It sounds about the same loudness. Just mess with it later. Oh yeah, thanks. This is from Dragon Warrior Monsters 2. This was back when there were some like legal issues with calling Dragon Quest games Dragon Quest in the West, so they rebranded to Dragon Warrior. That was always kind of weird. But yeah, I love this song. It's very nostalgic for me. Need this. So I actually need target to break. I know where to get one. Not that one. I think I called it target trigger. Yeah, here they are. Oops. Where'd it go? So we'll just update the colors a little bit. Like we can just start with this for now. call it the same thing because I already have something called target in here. How much debt could a super debt debt if a super debt could super debt debt? That's a good question. Something for the philosophers. So right now we're gonna program the target into the game, and I already have code to do that, I think. I have this thing called Click Me, which I use for the animals in like the memory game and stuff. I think it would be easier to just start over. Call it click target. Sometimes it's easier to just do it twice. Yeah, this will be fine. This is like what? Not even 100 lines of code. It's fine. So yeah, we're just programming the target so we can click it. Which will only take a moment. That's a pretty simple task. Click target. All that needs is a position. So just give it the center of the screen and give it a random displacement. Say 64 pixels. Are we good? So right now I programmed it to just do its little opening cutscene and to make one target. Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, also I don't know how to count. I do want a bar to go across the screen. I forget if that's in there by default. No, it is. Okay, so I get the bar by default. I want it to count down over time. I forget if I have to do that. I do have to program that. How much can I talk about the super secret latest Patreon post? You can talk about it as much as you want. It's totally fine with me. Yeah, I made it. What's the word? Yeah, paid members only, because it's kind of like behind the scenes stuff. I don't want to like spoil too much for everyone, but yeah, you can talk about it. It's fine. Okay, so I just did something really basic, and we're gonna let it run and see what happens. So yeah, my game's pretty quick to boot. It's about like 5-10 seconds. So let's see what happens when I hit run. It crashes. That's normal. Yeah, I didn't provide a title, did I? Yeah, right here. That's weird. Did I? What did I do wrong? Why does it crash? Wait. I think the fact that I can't count is why this is crashing. Name. Yeah, it's looking for... So this script will automatically attach itself to a room called Computer 006. And the room I just loaded is Computer 005. So that's why it crashed. Turns out counting is important. How far along do you think the video is? Yeah, I showed the script to a few people and no one had any like crucial feedback about it. And I feel pretty good about the script. So I think tomorrow I'll start doing the voiceover, and depending on how I want to spend my time, like how much I want to work on my game and how much I want to work on the video, it would probably take me like a week or two before it's like out into the world. Yeah, and two, how am I gonna pronounce your name? I was gonna say Paka. Is that how I'm supposed to say it? You said it was like Parker with a Boston accent. Paka. Let me know if you have any feedback on that. There we go. So break the targets, and then a target shows up and you have to click it, except it's not working. That's normal. It is normal when things don't work. For starters, I don't like that it went past like the tab. Yeah, there we go. Move it up here. So, I have two ways to boot my game. There's run and debug, and there's like hot reload. The hot reload version lets me make changes while the game's running, and I don't have to reboot it every time. The run and debug also has hot reload, but it only works like 20% of the time, so we're gonna reboot the game. So I can iterate on this. So we're gonna fill the bar when the thing starts, and then it starts counting down. So the next step is to make something happen when I click this thing. Oh god. Would you rather have AI-generated Studio Ghibli Sun or 27 Zagui clones who are all small and represent a different emotion? All of which have access to your credit card and Amazon account? What? Sorry, I just gotta like process what you just said to me, these words. I think this might be the first time that combination of words has ever occurred. Makes me want to put on chapstick. I don't know, man. I really hate AI art, like with a burning passion. I think I forget his name, Mr. Ghibli, whatever. Oh, Hayao Miyazaki, right? Yeah, I think he put it pretty well when he said that like AI art is an insult to life itself. I think he was on the money there. New sentence just dropped. Yeah, I think I'd rather have 27 Zaguis that are really bad with their money. I think that would be more fun than just like whatever AI generated Studio Ghibli Sun means. So right now we can hook up a click listener or whatever it's called on this thing. Target on pressed, right? Yeah. Good. So yeah, we're just hooking into this on pressed event, and I can just tell the game to destroy the target when it gets clicked. So I'll reload.
Break the target.
Click. Here. Dead. So yeah, let's iterate on this a little more. If I could only type. Generate target. I think
Break the
it's already
target.
most of the way there. Yeah, see? I do think that the target is like a little small. But yeah, this is already like something. These minigames don't really have to be that complicated. They're like, you play them for like 10 seconds. They're just like cute little like WarioWare things. So yeah, I do think we might have to not just copy and paste from Garbanzo Quest this time. I have to make this a little bigger. How's the wish list been, by the way? The wish list for Super Debt after Steam Next Fest have like slowed down like a little bit, which is like normal. Yeah, I'm almost to 900 wish lists for Super Debt, which is like, I think pretty cool, but I want it to be more around like 7,000 when I like release the game for real. And that's why I was thinking about doing this YouTube video, because I think that would be like a really good way to, you know, get the word out. And Garbanzo Quest is chugging along as per usual. The last sale was like a little slower than a lot of the previous discounts, but yeah, for the past few days the wish list for Garbanzo Quest has been like going up. It's been more like 30 a day as opposed to like the 5 to 10 it usually gets, which I don't know, I didn't do anything, but yeah, it's nice. It makes me feel a little better when Garbanzo Quest as well. But yeah, it's been fine. How do I make this bigger? But yeah, everything is just kind of like chugging along, I guess. Not terrible, but not great either. I almost wonder if, like, as the minigame progresses, the targets could get like smaller or something. So maybe I'll keep this one and add a bigger one. You have an idea, but it's such a large feature that you feel bad asking. I'm always happy to hear your suggestions, but yeah, I can't promise that I'll do it, but yeah, I'm always happy to hear your ideas and stuff. How's that look? It's a little like hexagon-y, if you know what I mean. Oops. that is not centered. Yeah, whenever I think about roguelikes, you always think about the insane synergies that happen. Yeah, that is not a focus for Super Debt, is creating like different builds and stuff. That's like kind of, yeah, by design. It's just like not really what I was going for. So Super Debt started out as not a roguelike. It just kind of happened by accident. So maybe that's why it's like a little different than what you might expect, which can be a good thing. But yeah, initially I was playing this game for the NES called Gauntlet, and I thought it was so neat that like it's pretty much just like a 100 floor dungeon, and there's like no checkpoints or anything. And I just loved how like ruthless and kind of like nasty the game was. It was kind of refreshing. Like there's all these like nasty traps everywhere. There's one room where there's like multiple exits, and one exit takes you down like 50 floors or something. Like I don't know. I just loved how crazy it was. So I started with being inspired by that, and then yeah, as development went on, I tried to introduce. I wanted to make runs more interesting by adding randomness, and eventually it just kind of turned into a roguelike. So yeah, first and foremost, Super Debt is like an action game. Yeah, and with roguelike elements to make like doing the same stuff over and over, not crazy, make you go crazy. Okay, I'm sick of drawing this target. Okay, I have one more idea. Make it look better. Not a huge fan. Okay. Gonna have infinite mode in the future. Maybe you could like do loops around the game. I've seen that in roguelikes before. And that it just like gets harder and harder. I could definitely do that. Generally, I feel like it's a good idea to play other games in the genre. Yeah, I've definitely played my fair share of roguelikes. I've played Binding of Isaac. I played, what was the other one? Hades. I really like Hades. I played Star of Providence recently. I think I really like that game. There's a lot of features I've yet to discover in Asebright. Yeah, you know, I've been doing pixel art for, I don't know, man, like 10 years maybe. So, and you've discovered these like workflows that make things faster and stuff. Yeah, I really like my shortcuts. Definitely. Yeah, exactly. Hades isn't like a synergy, like what's it called? Like build game where you try to make like crazy builds. It's like first and foremost, it's like an action game with random elements, which is like kind of what I'm going for. So yeah, if I were to draw inspiration from any of the roguelikes I mentioned, it would definitely be Hades. I really like that game. Size 52.
Break the target.
I can I have a shortcut for showing the hitbox. Something about that don't look right. And I think Hades does a lot of really interesting stuff with the roguelike genre. Like I think just the theming and a lot of the gameplay elements tie really well to roguelike. Like you know, like being trapped in hell is like a very smart choice for like why to make it make sense that you like keep dying over and over. And that's something I'm trying to do with Super Debt. And I like how every time you beat Hades, like you get to know a little bit more of the story and stuff. Yeah, I think they just made a lot of really smart choices and iterated very well on that. I've also played Enter the Gungeon, and I like that game too. What are the biggest inspirations and goals behind Super Debt, aside from money? Yeah, first and foremost, when I was trying to make another game after Garbanzo Quest, I wanted to, since Garbanzo Quest did like just okay, like I need to make a shorter game this time. I can't spend 3 years on another project unless like, something amazing happens, which I'm not gonna hold my breath for. So, yeah, I'm trying to do Super Debt in like 6 to 12 months max. And yeah, after I finished Garbanzo Quest, I kind of just want to do something that was like different, but still I could reuse a lot of stuff from Garbanzo Quest. So I think that's where how Super Debt came to be, because there's a lot of things that in Garbanzo Quest that seemed simple at first, but like took a long time. Like the overworld took a long time to implement, and having levels where like rooms connect in a way that makes sense takes a long time. The nice thing about a roguelike is that every room exists on its own. Like I don't have to worry about like how this room connects to a different room. Like I can just like make rooms over and over and over. Like and it's a lot quicker because there's less to worry about, and that's fun. So yeah, I just wanted to make a project that was like simpler to make this time. And I think that's something refreshing about roguelikes, is that there's less to worry about. Yeah. Yeah, and I think I've grown a lot as an artist since I started Garbanzo Quest 3 years ago. And I'm really trying to show that off in this game. Like, presentation is something that's like I'm putting a lot more importance into. Like I really want the game to look like impressive and cool and stuff. I don't want to be a hidden gem, I want to live. Yeah, that's a good line. Yeah, thanks for joining the stream, Yoshi. See you around. But yeah, yeah, with Garbanzo Quest, like the themes and like I guess the social commentary was very watered down, or at least watered down for what I wanted to say. And so for Super Debt, like all bets are off. I'm not like holding back anymore on like what I want to say anymore. So yeah, the political and social commentary is a lot more bold this time, which I'm excited about. The ending of the Providence fight is pretty clear, but yeah, it's like a secret final boss that only people that are like really into the game would find out. Super Debt is like very on its face about what it is. It's fine. I'm sure a lot of the people in this chat have already played Garbanzo Quest. Yeah, let's go back to making this minigame.
Bridge the target. Bridge the target.
That's not right. That's why it looks wrong. It's not centered. Okay, yeah, that looks better. this will come together pretty quickly. Add a variable for score. So every time you click it, the score goes up. And let's say after the score is greater than or equal to 10, the target could get smaller and faster or something. I don't know. You have to add an argument for that. Right? Yeah. Question mark? What's your question? Oh, by the way, have you noticed a spike in wish lists whenever you get very well performing? Yeah, they definitely help. Yeah, the conversion rate from social media isn't always like awesome, but yeah, whenever my posts do well, especially the ones about my games, I definitely see like a small spike in wish lists. So yeah, every little bit helps. Definitely. So yeah, right here we can reference this size variable and say if the size equals 1, it's just an arbitrary number to make the target smaller. That will change the hitbox, so I still need to change the tile number. So I can just use the size for that. Oops. Yeah, the hot reload will crash whenever you add an argument to a method. So that's just something it can't do. The music stopped? The music did stop. That's weird.
Raise the target.
So after, yeah, now they're getting smaller. Okay. So yeah, pretty quickly we can, yeah, when the time is less than 0, we can do something. So I don't think there's any fail state for this game, mini game, because it's just winner. It's a question of how much you won. Because there's no way to. I guess I could make it so if you misclick, you get punished. But I don't know. That hasn't been a thing for any of the other mini games, so I think I will not do that. Instead, yeah. By the way, I officially got a song of mine in a real game that people play. That's really cool. What game is it? There, that's better. That's more like it. You get $5 every time you click a target. There could be fake targets to throw off players. That's a cool idea. What would a fake target look like? Should it? I don't know. Is $5 too much? Maybe a gray target. There has to be something about it other than color. 'Cause I usually try to communicate stuff like that in a way that like is accessible for like colorblind people. You know what I mean? So, color coding things is fine, but I usually try to have some secondary thing to it. Like, a good example is the teleporters in Garbanzo Quest. You know, they are color coded, but they also have a shape. You know what I mean? Maybe it could shake, yeah. Or it could have like evil eyes on it. Like it could look normal at first, but then as you like hover it, I don't know. It has horns. I don't know. Maybe a weird pattern to it. I could try that. It has to be obvious enough when you like stop to look at it that you can tell, but not obvious at a glance. Spikes on it, maybe. It's also a good idea. It'd look like worn down or something. Oh yeah, I think I like that. It could be a little cracked. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I want to save this to a new file. Target, trigger, evil. Making things look worn down is not too complicated. You just kind of start putting pixels in places. Yeah. Again over here. So I think what I want to happen is when you hover it, it like looks obviously like something you should not click. Because you really want to like communicate obviously that something bad will happen. Give it like a scary face. I don't know. Or you can make it into a skull. I could copy that from somewhere. Not that one. Jump scare. I think it's called skull tile. Yeah, this guy. There we go. So yeah, we're reusing language that is don't touch this language. Yeah, there we go. Don't want to click this thing. It'll be bad. The skull on the ground? Yeah, I think that is one of my favorite ideas. Is this half invisible tile, and if you touch it, you lose all your money? I think that's awesome. Is that obvious enough? Hello. Hey, Thornduck. How's it going? I recognize you as the person that drew that fan art. The one where Garbanzo and Pinto are kissing. I recognize your name. I post that every year for Valentine's Day. I hope that's okay. I just think it's really funny. But yeah, glad you could join the stream. Okay, I think that's good enough for now. Now we need... Yes, it's me! Something about sitting all day makes your back hurt. Yeah, now we'll want to provide an argument to spawn evil targets. Evil. By default is false. Yeah, for anyone just joining, we are adding a new mini game to the game where you just click targets. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Right now we're adding evil targets that if you click, you lose money to make things more interesting. Right now I just have to connect a few things to facilitate that. I think that's it. Now I just need to... Yeah, I need to check if evil... Oh, complicated? Not really though. Oops. So if evil, lose score. Maybe something you really lose score if you do that. 5 score. Lose money 25. Yeah, we want it to feel bad if you do this. Maybe even minus 10. Start with 5. Evil target. So yeah, if the score is negative, we want to give at least $1 in the case that they keep clicking the evil targets. Is that it? So the game will crash because I changed an argument.
Raise the target.
It will crash? Yeah, there we go. See ya. So, but yeah, as soon as I save, it'll try to boot the game again, which is what it's doing right now at the bottom. That yellow text blazing by.
Raise the target.
So after I click 2, it should start generating evil targets. And I did lose money, but without much fanfare, so really want to make it obvious that that was a bad idea. Done this before. The 4 fingers minigame. It's the evil target. Mwahaha. Yes, that's right. Hurt flash. I've done this before. What is this? Oops, that's the shader. Trying to find the root class for the minigame. Oh, this is already a thing. Oh, here we go. All I have to do is this. All I have to do is set this timer, and it will flash the screen, I think.
Raise the target.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect. We also want him to laugh at you. Microsoft Sam. I've done this before, so I'll just copy it. Yeah, it's just this.
Raise the target.
And maybe if you click an evil target, it makes another evil target, so it keeps growing.
Raise the target.
Oh yeah, there, see it? Make 2 every time you click one. Yeah. Find Luigi? Yeah, I saw that on social media, that account that keeps posting different Find the Luigis, and I was very inspired by that. Which is easier, Monogame or Raylib? It's hard to say because I used Monogame first and then moved to Raylib. So like all my initial pain and from like having to learn something was in Monogame, but I will say that I do think Raylib is easier. Just it's simpler. Monogame's a lot older, and it kind of has the baggage of it was initially created as I think a spiritual successor to the Microsoft project, which I think was called FNA or XNA or something. But yeah, it has that legacy where it has to like maintain interoperability or whatever with that thing, but Raylib is just its own thing. It's made specifically for like making like programming your own engines like pretty simple. Yeah, to put it simply, I think Raylib's easier. I really like that their documentation is just one PDF. I couldn't even pull that up. Nice. And then the game crashed. Awesome. Go to the Raylib website. Raylib has no namespace. I am using C# with Raylib, so I'm not programming in C. Yeah, where's the? Yeah, it's the cheat sheet. Yeah, this is your documentation right here, which is just, you know, a bunch of functions. I think it's pretty nice. Yeah, this is it. That's all you need to get started making a game. Yeah, Raylib will pull up a window for you. You can tell it to like draw text, draw sprites and stuff. It'll handle like controllers and yeah, stuff like that, which is all I'm interested in. Yeah. I think the downside of Raylib being newer is that there's less support for it. Like Monogame already has like people have ported Monogame to consoles and stuff like way more than they have Raylib. It might be easier to find help with that, but yeah, really it's up to you. But yeah, I decided to learn Raylib this time just because I like learning new things. Yeah. Union's fun. I also want to add some screen shake. I feel like this should be its own function. I shouldn't be doing this again, so I think I will move this eventually. What was I gonna do? I was gonna add some screen shake, yeah. There's a framework called Foster, made by Celeste producers, that uses C#. Yeah, that sounds cool. Maybe for my third game, I'll use Foster this time. Yeah, I just like to learn new stuff. So yeah, I'll at least check it out probably someday. I'm gonna call this ouch. Shove this down here. Public void ouch. Yeah, and in the other minigame where we do something like this, I also want to just replace that with this new function. I think we're most of the way there. Nice. And it crashed. Yeah, it's fine. It won't crash if I'm in an actual run. Yeah, I haven't... C++ I haven't conquered yet. I had to learn a little bit about it so that I could render or build Raylib to use SDL2 instead of GLFW, which is the rendering pipeline it uses by default. The problem was that GLFW doesn't have controller support yet, or controller rumble support yet. So, I mean, that was important to me. So, Yeah, I figured out how to rebuild Raylib so it used SDL2, so I could have controller rumble.
Target.
Yeah, that's cool. One thing I haven't done yet is I want the target to shake or something when you hover it. If I think there's a hovered, is hovered, yeah. I can shake the sprite, utility, displacement. I need to check if we are evil as well. Okay, yeah, and I also want to change the sprite. I'll need to save this variable as well. I think that's it. It's a little messy, but I think it'll work.
Create the target.
Yeah, there we go. See? So I can do frame advance. I can barely see that. This is not something to click on. I think I want to make this a little less obvious. It's a little too easy to tell. Like, this makes it very clear.
Create the target.
Yeah, I think this
Create
is
the target.
shaping up pretty nicely. That's fun. Try not to click that thing.
Noise. Create the target.
This is crazy.
Noise.
So I made $126 but lost 50.
Create the target.
I want to make sure it's not too good or too bad. I think around $100 for doing really well in a mini game. It's pretty good.
Noise.
I made 200. Wait, no. I made $100. That's from a different thing. But yeah, you can see how it gets crazier and crazier. I can also. So I've been testing this on my mouse. Let's test it with the gamepad. I do think certain mini games will be easier or harder depending on what you're using, but you know, that's pretty normal. So you can see I can still pretty much do it. I think mouse will be very good with this mini game though. You know, not much you can do about it. Yeah, I think I'm getting pretty close to calling it. Oh, you know what? I do want to have a fail screen. I did not do that yet. So right here we can just check the score. The score is greater than 0, and we win, otherwise we lose. I am considering sometimes for these mini games when you lose extra money. Thinking. I need another number. Money. So what we're doing is this has to be minus. So if we lost more money than we gained, then we want to fail. So this number will just store like the overall money. We can test what losing looks like. Keep clicking these on purpose. Yeah. Okay. That looked right. Oh yeah, I think I'll test it one more time and we'll call it. Let's see what winning looks like. Nice. Yeah, the death screen isn't too complicated. He just kind of like laughs at you. He says, fail. Yeah. I think that's a good minigame. It's pretty simple, but I think it gets the point across. Feels good to put things in the done column. So what next? Yeah, I'm really just feel like I'm at the polish phase for this next update that I'm trying to get out. Yeah, it's very close to being ready. I had an idea for a mini game where you had to assemble a puzzle, like, you know, how you do with a puzzle. Like, there's just like pieces everywhere, and you try to find where they're supposed to go. I also wanted to add more enemies to the game. Where is it? It's not open. Yeah, for World 2, there's no surplus rooms yet. There's only like just enough to create a full run. I did want to add a few more at least. Let's see the numbers here. Yeah, so there's only 32 factory rooms, which is like just enough. I would like to add more. And in order to do that, I do think I need to come up with some more enemies. Make things easier. Decisions. Sometimes it feels good to just start throwing stuff down. Maybe something will happen on my brain. Oh yeah, I did recently remix this enemy. I could just use them more. Because before they weren't too special, but now they work a little differently. They just kind of shoot in random directions, as opposed to before they would just kind of like chase you. Hello, Etika81. I hope I said that right. How's it going? We are just polishing up this next update for the game, Super Debt. Yeah, I think I feel like making rooms, so we're gonna do that. And if I get an idea for an enemy, I will pause to do that instead. Is there gonna be a custom character thing like in Garbanzo Quest? I built the game pretty much in the same way as Garbanzo Quest in that regard. Like, everything is modifiable. Like all the sprites, all the music is all like in the most simplest form possible. It's not like encrypted or anything. So it will be really easy to mod the game like it was for Garbanzo Quest. I don't think it'll have as much like explicit support as Garbanzo Quest did, because yeah, Garbanzo Quest was the first game I ever worked on for more than a few weeks, so like I had no idea how long really anything takes, and I think making the modding support like extra friendly like it did for Garbanzo Quest took longer than I thought. And yeah, I don't know if I will spend my time doing that for Super Debt again, but yeah, I will make it. It is already so you can change stuff, yeah, but I don't think there will be like a special like menu like I did for Garbanzo Quest that shows like your custom characters and stuff. Unless like a lot of people really want it, I probably just won't do that. Yeah, this is a cute little room. I like it. Make it a little bigger. I feel like it needs something. Let's play around in it a little more. Yeah, thanks for joining the stream, Spudcats. It's nice chatting with you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stuff like that. Alright. I don't know, sometimes a room comes together very quickly and it's just good. No. I don't know, I like it. Maybe I could add more of these guys around. Yeah, I think that bring it home. So yeah, we're just gonna put these guys onto little train tracks, make them harder to shoot. Oh, here's the Chibi Robo music I added this morning. But you will notice that it's not working. Yeah. It should work now. Nope, wrong. I missed this one. And the one next to it. There we go. I think this room needs to be a little bigger, or... Oh, you know what I forgot? The exit. I have two questions about this. Where can I start Raylib? And I need other program to run it. That's a good question, because it's one of those things where I set it up a while ago and now I don't remember how to set it up again. There are tutorials you can find online, I'm sure. Your first step would be to go to, just raylib.com. Let's see, and where is it? Yeah, whatever language you're most comfortable with, there's probably a language binding for that language. Personally, I'm the most experienced with C#, so that's what I'm using for my project, but really every language it seems that anyone cares about has support for it. I think it's as simple as, yeah, just downloading the DLL and then based off of whatever language you're using, just hooking those things together. And there's a cheat sheet here. Oh, and they have so many examples. Like, I love this about Raylib. Yeah, if you're just using C, and this is all you need to get started with a window that will, you know, boot. Yeah. Pretty simple stuff. I need other program to run it. Okay, I will try. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I hope that's enough to get you started. But yeah, a lot of it is you'll just have to like read about it and stuff. I'm always happy to help. Yeah, for Garbanzo Quest, I didn't really have too many people to like ask for help from or like, you know, bounce ideas off of. So yeah, I know what it's like to like it would have been a lot nicer if I had like more help when I was working on Garbanzo Quest, that's for sure. So I'm happy to help. Forgot the exit again. So I think we can just start throwing some decorations in here. So I think after we add a few rooms, I do want to just do a test run of the game, which might be fun. I want to add at least maybe 5 more. Let's see how I feel. It feels adequately decorated. I think maybe we could do with 1 less saw blade. Saw blade. I think it's 2 words. Yeah, there we go. So it will remove 1 saw blade randomly. It's a cute little room. Moving on. Okay, what's this one gonna be? I don't think I've done enough tall vertical rooms yet. Start with that. What are we throwing in here? This new enemy that I'm excited about. It's the little banshee. I have it installed in Visual Studio. I've never touched a line of code. I am a painter, but it looks fun to make minigames here. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, I love game development and programming and stuff. And I hope your journey goes well. Yeah, I will say programming is very like, I think at first it has like a very big learning curve, and I think you will find success in learning how to program if you're okay with struggling a lot, at least in the beginning. Like if you're okay with like feeling stupid and like stumbling around for a bit, then I think that's the key to sticking around with programming. But yeah, if you've, all I really mean is that if you feel like, oh, this is really complicated and confusing, that's normal. I still feel that way sometimes. But yeah, stick through it and maybe you'll find something you really enjoy. maybe mix up the enemies a little bit. Can I have a mini banshee and a normal one? There's a bug I'm just now realizing. Banshee small. They're not making a noise when they teleport. Oh. Alright. If you're wondering what sound that is, that's actually a rooster that I'm pitching around. Yeah, I like this room. A rooster? Yeah, you hear that? Yeah, that's just a rooster pitched up. What did you miss? Did you miss the entire minigame we just added? Let me see if I can load it. Yeah, here's the minigame. Break the targets. You click targets, you have, I think... Actually, real quick, I want to make the duration longer. I think. At least a second longer. You saw break the targets? Okay. Well, yeah, I finished it, and I think one of the interesting things we added are these evil targets, where if you click them, you lose money. Yeah, I think that's fun. I think Spud Cats had that idea, so shoutouts to Spud Cats. But yeah, now we are adding some more rooms to the main game. The next update I think is really close to being ready. Just one of the things I wanted to add was a few more rooms for the second world. I think it'll be all ready for my Patreons to check it out. But yeah, level design is definitely one of my favorite things that I like doing. So, yeah, happy to do this. It's funny, at first, when I was making Garbanzo Quest, I always kind of dreaded making levels at first, but, you know, I really forced myself to just learn how to do it, and I think it's become my favorite thing now, because it's when, like, everything comes together, and you can actually see your game come to life. Which maybe is why it's like a stressful thing sometimes, because it's when you realize maybe you're there's something wrong. Like, oh, why isn't my game fun? I can't make fun levels. It's like, no, there may be a core issue there. I like this room. Blood there. Around the drains. Right, that's 2 rooms. I think I've done enough. So yeah, when I'm making a room, I'm just kind of like, I don't know, throwing stuff together until something happens in my brain. Take a look at my enemy list, see if anything jumps out to me. Yeah, I don't think I've seen this enemy combination yet, which might be fun. Or this one. Always remember to add an exit. If I forget to do that, the game soft locks. Oh, know how I feel about the ghost. Yeah, usually when I'm testing rooms, I try to see if I can beat it without getting hit once. That's usually a good sign if it's properly balanced or whatever. And you gotta remember there's multiple weapons in the game, so it will take more than just testing it with the knife to figure out if it's like really ready. But that can happen with time. Yeah, adding this heart hitbox is definitely a good idea. Yeah, I think this is sufficiently difficult, but doable, and also does something weird. You can't hear him, Frankie's upstairs, barking at something. Yeah, that's usually a spot during the second half of the day, upstairs. Decorating's not too complicated, just kind of like throw all the different decorations everywhere and stuff. Yeah. Looks real. Usually, you may notice there's a lot of blank space down here. I usually prefer that to be on the top because there's more of the user interfaces on the top, so there's more room up here. Stuff. Where is it? Looking for the let's eat sign. Fill some of the space up here. Yeah. Okay. Let's do a big room. I'll put that down here. I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but it's gonna be big. Hey Dink, how's it going? Yeah, things are going well today. I am almost done with the next update for Super Debt. Yeah, I wanted to add just a few more rooms to World 2 so that there was some variety. Frankie's theme? Yeah. I love Dog Song. So, yeah, the instrument that's used in Dog Song is actually from Mario Paint, and I also use that in Garbanzo Quest. I used it for the timed, like, dog button thing, which you may remember. So if I put more than one spawn, it'll pick one at random, which can introduce some variety. I'm trying to think of an enemy combination. I don't think I've done Fly Daddy and Banshee Mom at the same time yet. That might be kind of crazy. Three. Make sure it's symmetrical. These in the center. So this doesn't need to be as big as it is. I think we kind of failed when I was trying to make a big room, but that's fine. It's just a starting point. Yeah, 480, 272, that's the default size. So yeah, this is just a regular room. Oops. It's not as hard as I thought it would be. A lot of saws in here now. Whoa. Yeah. Something could change. If I put the soul pickups in here, that would give Fly Daddy more time to make flies, which would make the room harder. Yeah. What else could I throw in here? Big saw spinner. Make the room smaller too. I'm gonna need some water. Play with one hand. I could add maybe I could put a hole in the middle. It's kind of weird. 1, 2, 3, 4. I usually don't do stuff like this. It's a little more interesting. Oosh. Start over. Okay, I think this room's fine. I like that pixel art characters. Thank you. Yeah, I have been doing pixel art for a long time. And it's funny, it's just kind of one of those things I fell into. I didn't set out to become a pixel artist or anything. Yeah, when I was a kid, I wanted to work on stuff like Adventure Time. I wanted to be like a traditional animator. Um, so that's what I went to college for, actually. And it's funny, in college, one of our projects was to make a game. You know, the idea was to make digital animations for a game, but I found myself enjoying the programming even more. So, yeah, I don't know. I think that's how I got into game development. Instead of animation, that's when it all started. But, yeah, I guess primarily I am a pixel artist now, which is kind of weird. Yeah, getting a job in like traditional animation is like seems pretty impossible. Tough business. But so is game development. It all kind of sucks. Yeah, if you want to do stuff on easy mode, do web development. Not to say that web development is easy, just like there's way more jobs and they pay a lot better. Yeah, I would say game development, after doing web development for 5 years, game development for 4 now, I think. Yeah, game development is 10 times harder and you make 10 times less money. But it's way more fun. It's totally worth it, at least, but that's just my opinion. Because I'm a crazy person. Yeah, I don't think I could ever go back. I've broken free of my chains. You can't put me back in that cage. So I think I want one more room. I don't know what it's gonna be yet. It's kinda taking a gander. Yeah, this is a cool room. I want to do more stuff like this. It's like cut neat shapes and stuff. It's really interesting. Maybe I could do like 3 columns or something. That's already doing something in my brain. Brain blast. Just walk around in the space, see if anything comes to mind. Maybe something like this. Yeah, you have to go around these saw blades and pick up the collectibles. And the most interesting part is that there's 6 different spawns, so it'll be a little different every time. So something like this. Maybe it could be one really big one. Kind of interesting. I don't know. It's gotta be bigger though. Yeah, that covers everything. Now, should something be shooting at you during this time? Is the real question. I don't think I've seen enough of this guy. Slow this down a bit. Just remember to add an exit before I forget. See, bad mistake. If I'm doing a test run, then the game just ends here. Kind of neat. These jump up blender things are more effective if I kind of hide them a little bit. I can do that with like some blood. Is this something? Maybe. Throw that in there. Throw that in there. Oh, hey, Half. People liked your April Fool's game. That's good. That's a cool run. I think I got one more in me. That'll make 6. Time is it? It's been 2 hours. That's cool. Gone by quick. I'm exhausted now, but happy. It's usually a good feeling. Like you ran a marathon. I've never run a marathon. I've done half marathons before, though. That was a long time ago. It's even got an OST on YouTube. That's cool. Did you write the music? You should link it so I can listen to it. This is an interesting shape. In the music channel. Oh, cool. I'll check it out. Oh yeah, there's a Discord that y'all can join if you want, where we talk about game development and stuff and whatever. I think it's in the description of this stream. I think we're like 2 away from 200 members. That'd be pretty cool. Check out the Discord, it has Half. Yes, that's our main selling point. That Half Woof is there. Thinking. I had an idea where I could put the souls over the void, but you can't actually pick them up when you're flying. But I could put them on like little... Actually, I think there's some here, yeah. We're gonna put like a little platform in the middle. Yeah. Where you can collect them. That's pretty weird, but I think it's worth a shot. There's so many cool things posted in the Discord every day. Yeah, it's an awesome little community that we've formed. Are there moving platforms? There's moving, you can move like objects, but you can't ride platforms or anything yet. That's definitely on my to-do list. But yeah, when I started the Discord, it was just kind of like one of those things that people do, and I was like, okay, whatever, I'll join. I'll make a Discord. Not really thinking much of it, but yeah, I genuinely enjoy chatting with people every day in the Discord. Yeah, I don't know, just kind of surprised, and in a good way. Remember how you told me to add things that you might need early? Yes, that's usually you want to spend that time. This room looks brutal? Yeah. That's what we like. I'm trying to, you know, amp things up for World 2. But yeah, I like this idea where you have to like, there's like a small window where you can actually pick these up. Moving platforms, yeah. Oh, right, yeah, I'm not following my own advice. Yeah, do as I say, not as I do, you know? Definitely. Oops. Moving platforms is really complicated. You're right, I should do that sooner rather than later. Not following my own advice. Top down moving? Yes, actually, yeah, I haven't really thought about it at all yet, but I think top down moving platforms would be a lot simpler. As in platforms you ride. I think platforms that like moving like blocks, things with walls, things that like can push you around would probably be just as complicated as the ones in Garbanzo Quest, but maybe a little less. Give me the thing. Aren't any walls to push you off? Yeah, I haven't done that. Okay, maybe just one of these guys. Two is kind of crazy. It's really hard to find a window to actually pick up the souls. Yeah, thanks for joining, Attica. Appreciate you. How many members are we at now? Does it say? Oh, how does he do it? I think usually in the rooms where I force you to use the dodge, I try to put some money around. Do that. I don't think this needs to be as long as it is. Okay. Alright, come get me. Come get owned. Ugh. Owned. You just got pwned. People still say that? I don't think so. What did I forget? I forgot exits. Maybe I'll put in a little more money just to be nice. Whatever. It is a tough room. I could put, yeah, there's small pickups. I'll just do that. Let's decorate this, and then maybe we can do a test run of the game. Where is it? I don't like how it's going over the edge here. We'll have to use these small ones instead. Something I'm considering is doing something like this, connecting the top and bottom. Might make it a little easier. Oh, but then you will be able to, yeah. No, I can't do that because you'll be able to walk over here and collect it because there is like a kind of a forgiving radius. Pickup radius. I'll keep it like this. Oh wait, no, I could just do this. Duh. Okay, so I don't need this anymore then. bullet spamming over the thing I need to pick up. Maybe I'll still throw in some money to be nice. Alright, is that it? Am I missing something? Why don't we just give it a shot? So yeah, that's 6 new rooms. Yeah, 38. Cool. You know, so I could increase the max here. Let's see, 14 to 17. So this is how many rooms it will use when it's constructing a run. Right? Is that too much? Let's do 12 and 16? 13 to 16. We'll see how it feels. Alright. Are we gonna play the video game now? Maybe I'll quit the game just in case. Do a fresh boot. Big stretch. Alright, I think we're gonna have to turn on the in-game music. Turn off the out-of-game music. Yeah. Shut up. Normally it doesn't look like this, but yeah, let's do a test run. And then maybe I can publish this new build. Oops. It crashed. So we'll boot the game again with the debugger attached. So if it crashes again, I'll know why. There is a crash log, but it is a lot easier when there's the debugger just attached. Ooh, who is right? What? Hey man, who gives? Did it crash? No. What is going on? Hello? I think the game did crash, but it won't let me click VS Code. What's going on? Windows not responding. Haha. Let's actually. Game's haunted. Yeah. Let's take a look at this crash log. Turn the music back on. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. That's an annoying one because it doesn't say what object. It does give me the line number though. I need to reopen VS Code. So we haven't gotten very far in our test run yet. That's okay. Oh yeah. Oopsie. Whoa. Yeah, there you go. So this morning I added code to reopen Windows in the module builder mode. I hear my dog. Mr. Fine. Hello, baby. Say hi to the stream. It's my baby. Yeah, Mr. Frank. Hey, buddy. Glad you could join us. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. Oh, big yawn. You're a good boy. Frankie. Yeah, here he is. Here's my boy. You see him? Oh. Mr. Frank. Good doggy. Yeah, who's a good boy? You get the idea. There's a cute dog. Let's get back to making video games. Did I find the item in question? I think I did. So let's just boot the game again. This dog's ridiculous. He knows the assignment, which is to be as cute as possible. You're just barely on screen. Really blends into my clothes. There we go. The game didn't crash. That's nice. I think you're gonna be a distraction. Yeah. Alright, let's play the game. First, I gotta turn off the music. Alright, he's settling down. So what weapon should we use today? This one's my favorite. Circle the Sinner. The menu music is great, thanks. Yeah, I've also been writing music for a long time. Yeah, I love music, well, more than anything really. Yeah, if I didn't go into game development, I definitely would want to like be in a band or something, which is also another like ridiculous, unreachable goal. But I don't know. Yeah, I love music. Are we gonna do Circle the Sinner? My favorite might be the double deck now. Yeah, why don't we go with that? Frankie's gonna give us some good luck. Music. I think I need to turn the music down. Yeah. Let me know how that sounds. Be a little lower. I don't know. You can let me know if it sounds good or not. So yeah, if you've played the last build, you may notice there's already like a ton of new rooms. I haven't just been working on the meat factory. Also been working a lot to do another pass on the first world too. Yeah, but if you haven't used the double deck before, yeah, your goal is to make poker hands, and depending on like the score of your poker hand, that determines how much damage you do and almost how much money you get when you land a hit. So on the top left you can see like all the different transactions that are occurring, and payout is the money you get when you land a hit. And that's to offset the time that you spend like fumbling through your hand trying to build a poker hand. So here's a shop. There's nothing too crazy in here. This item is, I think, 10 seconds of invincibility. This one is 10 seconds of enemies can't move. I think I'll take those two. So, before you have to reshuffle your deck, the last hand you do does do double damage, so I will be strategic in that way. Does World 2 have anything like the pumpkins that randomly come alive? I have not added that yet, but I do want to make it so like the meat cubes like will randomly come to life and stuff. But yeah, that is yet to happen. But it is on my to-do list. So another tip for the devil deck is that your cards don't get destroyed when you land a hit. So usually when I have a good hand, I try to hit as many enemies as possible. I do have a straight here, which does a ton of damage. Kind of unfortunate if it's being used on like an enemy with like 2 health. But that's part of the charm of devil deck, so that's very random. I have a 2-pair here, that'll kill this guy in 1 hit, so be very careful with that. Oh, and 666, a 3-pair, gets a ×2 multiplier, because, you know, it's the devil number. I explicitly programmed it to be that way. Ooh, so when you have devil deck, you always want to pick up special up, because that adds to your hand size. I'll pick up this walk speed as well. I think that's good. Oh my god. Oh, this is terrible. That was a bad time to not have a poker hand to play. I was stuck in those bushes. I didn't have enough damage to get out, and the fly was able to get me. That's okay. One of the things I like about Super Debt is that you can pretty much always come back. You know, you're never in a position where you just like don't have enough resources to get back in the game. You lose money really quickly, but you can also get money back really quickly as well. 3-pair. Can I take them out? Nope. I have a straight. That'll... Okay. Got it. I almost have a flush. Ooh, here we go. Let's see if I can get them all at the same time. I got 2. Good job. Thank you. So this is my last hand. So I'm gonna try to save this 2-pair for last. I'll take out the ghost for sure. Right, it was a 1-pair, not a 2-pair. 2 cards, which create a pair. So there is back. What happened? I am doing a test run of the new build that I really want to release after stream, or maybe I could even do it during stream and see my export process. Yeah. So Yeah, high card is like incredibly weak. You usually want to do anything other than that. Okay, here's the math minigame. It's a very good count. The basic math. It's 5. 3. 7. 6. That's 11. Ran out of time. We got 72 is pretty good. I do have a 2 pair. Kind of want to save it for a better moment. Guess I could use it on this guy. Alright, how about... a little greedy. So, here's another special module. I'm always going to pick that up, but something you may notice is I have 6 cards right now, and I still have 6 cards after I pick up the special module. In order to not have like a crazy hand size, every other special module works differently. So odd count special modules add to your hand size, but even ones will cull the lowest ranked card in your deck. So my deck no longer has 1s anymore, and that makes my deck smaller, which makes it easier to make hands. And, you know, 1 also doesn't deal very much damage. Yeah, yeah, I really like this one too. I think it came out pretty good. I have a flush. Really don't want to miss when you have a good hand. So that's the trouble with trying to make a hand while things are shooting at you. Is kind of almost get hit all the time. This? No, I'm missing 5. It can be hard to count sometimes. I was straight though. So yeah, there is a small bug with the music, is that the chill version of the song and like the hype version get out of sync sometimes, which you may have noticed. I don't know when that was introduced. I'm hoping, I'm thinking it might be development only, like, because I haven't heard from anyone playing the Patreon builds say anything about it. And it's not consistent, so I don't know what's going on, but I will fix it eventually. It's not that complicated, probably, just haven't gotten around to it. It's out tonight, I'll check it. Yeah, I think it will. Greedy there. You gotta be careful here. Like 2 8s. I'll be sure to say if I ever have that happen. Okay, thank you. Step on the skull? No, I'm not gonna do that. Ugh. Beat up. Ooh, I have a 2 pair. That's gonna definitely get him in one. What is the theming of this set of levels? So yeah, the first world of the game, I was still figuring out exactly what the game was, but I was kind of going for like cliche horror. That's kind of why it's like a spooky forest. There's a lot of like cliche Halloween iconography, like jack-o'-lanterns and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely want to do another pass on it to make it more realized, I guess. Oh my god. Alright, you got what you wanted, I touched it. So, yeah, when you touch those bankruptcy tiles, you lose all your money. You're welcome. Okay, I have a 2-pair. See if I can take them all out at once. Hurt him into the corner. Almost. I missed the fly. Bitly jump scare. Yeah. I have a full house. Kinda wasted on this room though. Nice thing about having 6 cards is that I can keep this hand for later. Okay, I'll use it here for sure. That'll get rid of both these guys at once. Trying to count and all this stuff. Come here. It always feels bad to miss, especially with this weapon. Do you think Deltarune tomorrow at the big anticipated Nintendo showcase? People keep saying that Deltarune is tomorrow. I'll believe it when I see it, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm just as excited for Deltarune as anybody else. Nice. Yeah, if you are in debt, the bankruptcy tiles can kind of bail you out. You do get an indictment every time you step on one though, which is that skull in the top left. And you do not want to get indictments because they do bad things. Primarily, like, for every indictment you have, I think enemies move and act 5% faster. So I only have 1 right now, so it's not too bad. But yeah, if you have a lot of them, it can make the game like way harder. What do I want to get here? So power modules that will add a new card. Or yeah, 4 new cards in the deck per power module. So I think I have 13 cards, like 13 rank. Or no, it's 14. But yeah, there's a new higher rank card in the deck. 1 per what's it called? There's rank, and then there's the picture on the card. What's that thing called? House. No, it's not house. Someone will tell me. I'm trying to not die right now. Almost have a flush. Okay. I'll take her out. Suit, yeah, suit, thank you. Who's the boss? Pair number pair. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have a straight. That'll get him. Oh, look at that. Did like half his health bar. Straights are very good. I think that's the third best poker hand. It's pretty good. Seven, I need an 8. A pair now. I should have used that for last. And dump my hand. So you do get punished for playing dead cards. But I don't care. I have enough money. Another pair. Have a straight. 3, 5, 6, 7. Die. Yeah, I just have to take out the minions now. I have plenty of money to work with. Five, 6, 7, 8. Wreck. Just die, dude. God. Okay, this will take him out. Okay. Hell out of here. Can you take out an emergency loan from the Billy Bones Bank if you're in real trouble? That's a good idea. Yeah, here's some new poetry for the second world. That's from secret band song. I think it's called Meatbag. It's a song about factory farming, I think, which is very applicable here. It's kind of goofy. But yeah, here's the meat factory, the new world. God damn it, I've been working on. I think I have a straight. Oh. I was very unlucky and then lucky right after each other. If I get a 6, I can... Yeah, here we go. Oh, but I need to take out the meat cubes. I think the straight is happening. Yeah, the meat cubes have a lot of health. Three, 4, okay, straight again. See ya. It's a really mean place to put the bankruptcy tile. Excuse me. Just gonna be very patient here. 4, 5. Anybody? Feeling forgotten Frankie's here. You want to step on it so bad. I do, but I shouldn't. Yeah, I haven't played these rooms a lot, so I'm getting got by my own traps. Oh my god. Yeah, once you're out of money, you die in one hit, so I am just gonna sell something. I really do want to make it to the end, so I can make sure everything's good. 7, 8, right? Straight. Yeah. There was a tile right there. You gotta be careful there. I think the best bet is this one. So I can sell this for 90% value, so I am kind of like banking my money by buying that. Yeah, so if I'm in a tight spot, I can sell that later. There's a bankruptcy tile right there. So this was supposed to be like a freebie room, but I'm realizing with the double deck I'm like losing money because it's taking me time to get out of here, and you don't get a payout for hitting just blocks, so I'm not getting that extra cash anymore. It's taking forever. I may have to rethink this room a little bit. I'm gonna sell something. I think that's the best bet. Is this meat room any fun with Circle the Sinner? Circle the Sinner is actually better here because it like annihilates all the cubes like immediately. It does so much damage. It's actually not that bad. Oh my god. Ugh. I sold that right in time. I think I need more money. Yep, 5 cards now. I gotta get out of here. How does he do it? Please die. It won't die. Just freaking die, bro. Okay. I lost all my modules, bro. Okay, I think we're back in it. I haven't seen these green soul things before. They're like the Garbanzo coins. Yeah, they're effectively the same as the coins from Garbanzo Quest. Is you have to like pick them all up before you can proceed. But yeah, they're themed appropriately for this game. Yeah, there's a lot of ideas that I'm like reusing and remixing that were previously in Garbanzo Quest. Oh, God, I missed. Just don't touch me. Enough fooling around. Oh, I missed. Get it. There. Dump my hand. Ooh, this'll take him out for sure. What? Still no Frankets. I don't know if I want him in this game. It's not a happy place for a cute little dog. 3, 4, 5. Get a 7. And a 7. Round and round we go. We need to make something happen. I missed. Uh-oh. I'm gonna use everything. Don't kill me, dude. This is so down to the wire. Doesn't help that Frankie's dancing on my lap. I don't like that phrasing. Come here, dog. Sit still. Oh, no. I want to live. I want to live, Mr. Frank. I don't have anything. I have nothing. No! died. That is normal. It's a roguelike. F. It's your fault, little dog. Your fault, yeah. He wants down. Get out of here. Frankie. Yeah, Frankie's here. He wants to go look out the window and bark. As is his right. So I can show off some of this stuff, I guess. The idler. I think, what time is it? 6:30. I will do one more run, and I'll use an easier weapon this time. Let's see, what do I want? This is kinda... yeah. I think this will be enough to make some stuff. So yeah, you buy these rocks, and they spit out like ingredients. And through this mess of things, we can build some modules. Attack modules are pretty good. Thank you for using the weapon I requested. Sure. Yeah, it's the hardest weapon in the game to use, so I think that's a pretty good way to test things out. So if I can do it with the toughest weapon, then it's probably like balanced correctly. There's a module base. Make pizza? Okay. Do I have enough to make pizza? I do, because with the disassembler, I can disassemble this curse module, which provides 3 of the void fragment, I'll call it. Yeah, let's make pizza. That's a good idea. So in order to make pizza, you need 2 donuts, obviously. I might be 1 short, but I might be able to use the disassembler to make 1. Because yeah, this item needs 1 void fragment. Get it. I need to go now. Goodbye all. It's been a pleasure to see you. Yeah, thank you so much for joining the stream. Have a nice day. Thank you, come again. Now we have 2 donuts. And we can make a pizza. Awesome. Well, there's our pizza. And the pizza can be used to get some extra cash later. Kind of like, I don't know, a potion. Delicious, yes. He sees a dog outside. Ooh, can you hear him? That's my boy. Kill him, dog. I think we're gonna try to make an attack module. That I need, I think, 1 of cross. And this thing. Is that enough? Need 2 red. Yeah, I think we have enough. It would be funny if there was some kind of NPC that wants specific foods. Oh, that's actually a pretty good idea. So there is the, where is it? The egg. You buy the egg and like a Tamagotchi guy comes out of it. And right now all they do is they like pick up items for you and like put them in the assembler and stuff. But I want to add some like kind of like monster breeding element into it. Like, yeah, you could feed him like pizza and he would like, or like different kinds of foods, and depending on the food, he would like turn into different monsters and stuff, and he would help you build modules or whatever. But, yeah, I think this is enough to start another run. Yeah, I have attack module and some pizza. That's enough to take over the world, I think. So I'm thinking either the gun and bat or the knife. I'm gonna pick up my dog. Come here, boy. Oh, here he is. You don't need to bark at that dog. We're gonna do gun and bat because that's the easiest one to use. Alright, let's go for it. He is angry. Oh. Hello. Come on, settle down. We can see some of the new rooms too. Yeah, there's double the used rooms now, so runs should have more variety now. Not just playing the same set of rooms over and over. Yeah, this is way easier than the Devilback for sure. Yankees do it. Which I like this speed module. I think it feels good. Frankie wants down. If you're quiet. What are you again? I think it'll be faster this time too, because I'm not fumbling through my poker deck for like minutes at a time. Hey buddy. He wants down, he wants up. Oh, he wants to play. Let's see what time is it. Yeah, that is playtime. Let's see if he'll leave me alone for at least another 15 minutes. Come here, dog. I'll play with you too. Come here, dog. 15 minutes. That's all I request. Yeah, that's all I request. Dog. Give him the controller. I don't think so. You going, dog? Chill out. Here's another one. Count to 8. I think I was early. Oh, that is... You can be 0.2 off. That was as early as you can be. Come here, boy. There we go. Let's settle him down. Oh, here's a money bag. Yeah, these appear randomly. And, yeah, if you can catch them, it gives you a ton of cash. Let's see. I will take these two. See if I can get them all in one hit. So at this point, we're about halfway through the run. It is a little random, the room count. It's within 10 rooms, I think. So a run could be like, I think somewhere between 50 and 70 rooms right now. Ooh, here's a bodyguard. That's my new favorite. I think I will have to make room for him though. Yeah, I don't need 2 speed. Let's take the bodyguard.
Verify you if you met.
What does the pizza do? You can sell the pizza for cash. So yeah, there's no passive ability with the pizza. It's just like a health item. It's the last room before the boss. So much crap going on. I did make Mr. Smiley shoot bullets. It was a recent change. Notice that. Yeah, that guy didn't stand a chance. Alright, here we go, World 2. Halfway there. So yeah, the Meat Factory is definitely more polished than Murder Forest. Aesthetically speaking, at least. Yeah, I think it looks really cool. I kind of found like kind of what I was going for with the game more here. Like very spooky. The music's really spooky too. I think they did a good job with it. Ooh, yeah, checkpoint. That will seal the deal. This CD thing, if I die, will bring me back to life. I'm gonna sell everything to pick this up. For sure. But I'd have to really suck to not finish this run. Got a pretty good setup here. I'm not gonna touch it. Not happening. I am kind of low on money though. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's bad. I don't want to waste my checkpoint. We're good. I will probably step on one by accident. So, don't be too disappointed. More. Yeah, there's souls hidden randomly in these meat cubes, and I have to pick them all up before I can get this guy. Yeah, this room's way easier with the gun in. Simon Says action going on. Yep, yep. Okay. Simon Says can be hard. How do these minigames work in co-op? There's two cursors, so yeah, you're both can click on the animals and stuff. The only co-op minigame I think needs some work is Four Fingers, because I don't know. There's not really something for both of you to do, which I don't like. But I don't know, maybe it's not that big of a deal. I thought about having like a secondary objective for one of the players in that situation. Yes, you can hear the music's desynced again. I don't know why that happens. Again, I'm hoping it's just a development bug. Something that players won't experience in the exported build. Alright, we're almost there. Another tent rooms and we'll be at the boss. Yeah, we're in the second half now. The music changed. Yeah, this room has all three Banshee types in it. Kinda crazy. Almost touched that one. Lost my shoe. Yeah, these rooms might be extra tough because I haven't played them very much. So, I can get her. Okay, we're good. That was greedy. I didn't get punished though. We'll take the air module. Where am I? Yeah, this is one of the rooms I added today, so. Might be a little rough. Find Me is probably the easiest minigame. Not too bad. He's woken up. We're almost there, buddy. Like, we're talking like 5 rooms max. This room's crazy. You want it down? Go get him, boy. Yeah, he's staring at me. Oh. Down to the wire. Will Frankie let me finish this run? Getting a little impatient. Get him. Ooh, 2 checkpoints? That's crazy. Okay. We're never gonna lose. 2. Any room now, we'll be at the boss. Oh, here we go. You can tell because it's slower. Alright, here we go. Another meat. Oh yeah, I definitely put way more work into this boss than the one for the first world. I definitely want to do another pass on World 1's boss. By God. I might not have to use any of my clones. Alright. And she's done. Alrighty, how long did that take? Alright, there's a preview of the next world here. There's just one room. I don't even really know what it's gonna be yet. But yeah, it's called Death by Spreadsheet. I'm thinking it'll be some kind of like, I don't know, VR inspired world. Technology, there'll be like themes of like technology and like AI generated art maybe, I don't know. But yeah, here we go. It took 23 minutes. Pretty cool. Yeah, that felt pretty good. Yeah, that was way easier with the normal gun and bat. So there's no like real ending to the game yet, so it just assumes you died, kicks you back. Yeah. So I think now, why don't we, I could export this for my Patreons. So why not? I think it's probably good enough for you guys to check it out. Which is actually very easy. Something I did this time for SuperDet is I really streamlined the export process. So it's really just like one click now. I think for now I want to push my changes up to GitHub. 2 rooms. Target. Break the targets. Actually, something I want to check real quick. Because I didn't see break the targets show up once. I'm thinking maybe I did something wrong. Where is that? That's in Run Manager, I think. Computer. Yeah, it generates a number between 0 and 4. So this needs to be between 0 and 6, or 0 and 5. The last number is exclusionary, so it'll be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay, so that break the targets should show up. Hopefully that one little change didn't break something. So yeah, that should show up now. You guys can tell me if I broke something. Include break the targets. Alright. Let me just make sure I didn't like write my password down in here somehow. I don't think I would do that, but we're gonna move this over here. Just 1 second. Doesn't look like it did. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. Not anymore. Okay, so this is my export script. Here are my settings. What does this do again? I think that uploads, yeah, okay. So yeah, it's all set up where all I have to do is run this node script. And this will push this build up to the Patreon itch download place. Did I increment the version number yet? No, I didn't. I think this will be version 0.3. I think that's all I have to do. All I have to do is hit enter. There you go. Yeah, if you're supporting me on Patreon at like the super tier, in a few minutes you'll be able to play what I just played. And this will just take a moment. Yeah, version 90. Yeah, building. So yeah, it's just building for Windows, it's building for Linux and Mac, and then once it's built the export, it'll actually upload it to itch. So yeah, this will just take a minute. It's pretty quick. Turn some music on. Dear Mr. Garbanzodet, remember to drink and take care of yourself. You're very cool and you should remember that. Give Frank some love. Bro wants to play. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for checking out the stream. I will drink some water. This is for you, Isaac. I think, yeah, in a minute I'll take off and take Frankie on a walk and stuff. But yeah, I think you guys get the idea. One last thing before I close out the stream, I just want to thank you know, all my Patreon supporters and stuff. So yeah, thank you to RIT Magic Center, John Paul Gardner, Dojin Shinji, Chip, Rockonoceros, Guyman, I Am Dylan, Kent Reese, Osto, Paka, Ryan Neese, Quentin McCollum, Ishmael Rodriguez, Nosa, Jake Horsley, YoCC, Bailey and James, and Yoshi Foods. Yeah, again, thanks so much for checking out the stream. If you want to, you know, support me as an artist and stuff, please check out my Patreon at Zach as a Gardener. It should be in the YouTube description and all that. We have a Discord that you can join. I'm very active in there. Like, I'm chatting with people every day. It's also in the description. I also post pretty much every day on Bluesky as well. Just like small development updates and all that. Yeah, there we go. The Patreon build is up. So yeah, please check it out and let me know if I broke something. But yeah, I think that'll be it for today. Thanks so much again for watching, and until next time. All right, see ya. Bye-bye.